We are live here on YouTube. You guys, welcome. Welcome to our Gamers Realm podcast. It is Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. It's awesome. Today, we have SWITCHBIT,
Hey, what's up, guys?
CHICHUKI.
Yo, what's up?
We have Mr. Switch.
Hey, what's going on?
I forgot to introduce myself, Retro Stylz. I always do that.
The one and only.
Yeah. And today we have a special guest with us, Krakan Skullz.
Yo, Krakan Skullz here.
All right, so the question we all have is, we do this with all of our guests. We make sure we ask them our core question. This is hard for even all of us to answer. We always ask what your favorite game of all time is. Some of us have like one off of each system, but it's kind of hard to pick because there's so many great games out there. So we want to know, Krakan Skullz, what your all-time #1 favorite game is.
Oh shoot, it's gonna have to be Kingdom Hearts 2, hands down. Great
That one
storyline, great
definitely is.
gameplay, everything.
Okay, so the next question we have, which is pretty interesting, what is your whole gaming story like? What brought you into video games, and why do you stay playing video games today?
Well, my gaming experience started with my aunt when I was a little, and from there my love of video games have grown, and I just became a gamer from there.
Is there a particular reason why you stayed into gaming like you did? Like, is there something that just kept you driving from like playing PC games to playing handheld games to playing Nintendo to playing PS4 now? Is there a certain reason that kept you stringing from different systems, or something that kept you hanging on today?
Oh no, it was just basically the technology, seeing it grow over the years and all the crazy stuff it's been going on with gaming and how almost ultra realistic it is. It's amazing, and seeing that grow from when we were kids, when we had, what was it, the green screened Game Boys from handhelds. And then I fortunately for me actually had an Atari, and I got to play the classic. And and then I went to get to play it in Nintendo, and then moved on to Super Nintendo. And as the system's gone by, the graphics have gotten better and better and better. And it actually interested me. And one that actually kind of really drove it was the RPG series on the Nintendo. That's what really stuck me into gaming. It's because I was able to spend hours and hours on just one game, and there was always content to do. So though it's absolutely amazing.
Rowena took over health.
That's awesome. That was a pretty good story to hear. Being that he is my brother, we do share a lot of the same gaming history.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, my aunt was like a gamer, so she's the one that got us into gaming. So when you hear like our stories, they match up pretty close to the same thing, because my aunt would plug us in with the latest and greatest games. So she's the one that started. Right now she's gaming in heaven, so that's a good thing to know that she gave that to us. So we're just gonna pass it on to our kids.
What was you mentioned playing the RPGs like on the Nintendo? Like, what were some of those ones that you played that you got like lost in, Kraken?
Oh, dude, Final Fantasy. What was it? Something with the dragon. I can't remember. Oh my god, I can't remember the name of it. It's something that has dragon in it, and they have like a lot of the new, like a lot of titles in it. Oh,
Was it the
it's
Dragon
been
Warrior?
a minute since I played it. Yes, thank you.
Instead of the Final Fantasy, the Dragon Warrior?
Yeah, Dragon Warrior, and then of course Zelda. Even though that's more of adventure, I still consider it part RPG, because you do have to go around and collect stuff and get hearts. You don't necessarily deal with experience points, but more on the lines of you have to collect hearts. So I consider that leveling up in a sense.
Yeah. I dig it.
I view games in a different light sometimes.
No, I agree with you. Zelda 2 though is like 100% an RPG in my eyes because you do have levels. I don't know if you ever played Zelda 2 before. People hate on it, but like that's as RPG I think as it gets.
Oh yeah, or especially the one on Super Nintendo.
And it's pretty cool how Zelda kind of progressed because it went from where it was on the NES, and then it went to Zelda 2, which is totally different. And then
Totally different.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
it went to, and then when it went to Super Nintendo, dang, that thing just went off the charts. I mean, it was like open world. You had this big map. It's still a cool game.
Oh yeah,
It's
you guys
I
should
don't
check
really
out
like
the
the Super
randomizers for
Nintendo one.
ALTTP.
Do what, SwitchBit?
What
I was saying
brought like
I've
a
never
fresh-
really liked A Link to the Past. Like I've never got into Zelda's my favorite franchise ever. I just can't get into A Link to the Past. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I'm broken. But
You're
I can't,
broken.
You're broken. You are officially broken.
Yeah, you are broken, my
Yeah,
friend.
I know. I know that. Like,
All right,
now
that
I'm
is
just-
your mission this week. Is play it and beat it. All right, next.
I've done that like
podcast.
5 times. I did it on the Super Nintendo. I tried the Wii Virtual Console. I did it. I bought it on Wii U. I started it, and I need to do it on Switch. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, I'm gonna try to beat it. I'm gonna
Hey,
do it.
what's cool about the Switch is though you can rewind it. So if something happens, you can just rewind it and save point it.
I use
so-
that feature a
Yeah, for
lot.
sure. Hey, those
Do you use that
areas.
feature in racing games?
No. Hey, I used it in Donkey Kong the other day. I'm not gonna lie. This one part that was
Do it,
hard.
man.
Yeah.
Ugh,
I was
you
like-
said in Donkey Kong.
I know.
Donkey
What is it?
Kong or Donkey Kong Country?
Donkey Kong Country.
Okay.
Not- I know, CHICHUKI. I see you over there shaking your head.
That's, I thought I knew you, Retro.
I know. Hey, I have become an abomination. Oh, awesome. All right, well, I'm gonna pick somebody out of a magic hat. All right, SwitchBit, you're next.
Oh, okay, cool. So what we're talking about, the Donkey Kong Country, that just came out. Y'all might have talked about this last week. I don't know if y'all did or not. But Donkey Kong Country, some wrestling game came out on Switch Online, and then the Immortal on the NES, if you're a Nintendo Switch Online member. Have y'all played the Immortal?
No.
No.
Dude,
It's a classic
crazy.
NES title, right?
Well, it is. It came out really late in the NES lifestyle in the system. Like I think it came out in like the mid '90s or something. So it's not like very well known. And there's some issue. I've bought 6 copies of that. Like I found it used, and none of them have worked because there's some like special chip in it that basically breaks over time. So it's really hard to find a working copy of the Immortal on NES. So I was so excited to see. Like I started playing it today. Absolutely love it. But I never played the NES version. I always played the Sega Genesis version as a kid. And even when I talk about it on Twitter or whatever, like nobody ever knows what I'm talking about. So I'm really excited for a lot of people to get to play it. It's super like goblins and orcs and really high fantasy stuff. It's very difficult. You have to have a guide to beat it. I've never even beat either, because back in the day when I played it, I didn't have, GameFAQs or YouTube to walk me through stuff. And I was like 12. It's so
Right.
hard to beat. But yeah, I'm excited for more people to play it. I think all y'all should at least try it on the NES and see
I'll
if you
definitely
like
will.
I did. I tried it, and I died in the first part.
it. Well, the combat is so weird. It doesn't explain
Yeah.
anything how to actually
Yeah.
like battle, and you have to like do combinations of like arrows and holding down like A or B to dodge or attack. And there's this
Yeah.
really cryptic like attack meters and stamina meters that they're not labeled, so you just kind of have to like guess what you're doing. But I think I'm gonna post maybe a YouTube video on it since people are gonna be able to play it. Nobody's gonna know what they're doing, so I might do a little kind of how to play the Immortal or something on my YouTube. But I'm excited to
looked
maybe
cool.
actually beat it.
It looked cool because it reminded me of when I was a kid and you used to watch those spooky shows like Tales from the Crypt, That's what it reminded me of. So I was staring into the Switch, imagining a blanket over my head going like this. What's going to happen next?
That's exactly that vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a worm just eats you out of nowhere. Dragons.
Yeah, I was like no.
Yeah, so I want to play Donkey Kong Country. You know, me and my wife, we're picking games to play together, you know, for our podcast, and she's never played Donkey Kong Country. So I think that's a game we'll be able to play together, and hopefully she likes that as well. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited they actually
It's a really good platformer.
Yeah, it is. And I didn't like it. I just don't think I liked Super Nintendo back in the day. Now that I kind of reflect on myself, because every time a Super Nintendo game comes out, I'm like, I didn't really like Donkey Kong Country, but I can respect it so much more now as I'm older, for sure. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about was on Twitter, there's a couple of accounts that have kind of popped up, and they're like named really weird things. There's a F-Zero account on Twitter, and there's a Mario 35th anniversary account on Twitter. Have y'all seen these?
Yes.
I've not seen them, but I know what you're talking about.
So yeah, I don't know who. I wish I could give credit, and maybe I'll have to do that on Twitter after this posts up. But somebody like basically tried to sign into those accounts using the username, and it said, you know, we can send the password for password reset. And you know how it kind of puts stars on most of the email address that it's signed into? Well, it was pretty obviously that it was like a legit Nintendo email account that had registered these. So, you know, there's a lot of people talking that there might be a direct coming up pretty soon, possibly on the 20th, which is my birthday.
I'm hearing that too. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the rumor direct coming out.
So we might see those become activated Twitter accounts. And, you know, Mario 35th anniversary has been a pretty big rumor. I think a lot of people are buying into, whether it's going to be all the games together or they're going to be separately. But the fact that there was a F-Zero account, like that's really piquing my interest, because F-Zero, it needs a comeback.
It does.
Hey, leave the window alone.
Usually when there's a
You're not
lot of
gonna get out of here too.
usually that means that with the leaks, there comes leaks and different rumors. There's usually going to be something that pops up like really soon. So I'm expecting something like really huge. When I saw those, my eyes just went out of my skull, you know, boom. Like, whoa, this is legit right here. We're going to have something awesome. I'm like with you guys, I'm expecting something big with the 35th anniversary. So I think it's going to be cool.
What do you think it's going to be?
Me personally, I'm expecting either Mario 64, and I've only played Super Mario 3D, the 3D on the Wii U. I've only played that like once or twice, so I'm hoping that kind of ports over. I don't know. I'm more excited for the Super Mario 64 to get kind of revamped.
For sure.
What do you guys think?
No, I have a feeling that they're going to be releasing Mario Maker 3 at the announcement of Mario Maker 3. Because Mario Maker 2 is already reaching the end of its lifespan already. And because they did,
I don't think
they
so.
just did they just did their last major update for it. So it's reaching the end of its lifespan.
I don't think you're getting a Mario Maker 3.
No.
I don't think we're going to get that this generation, honestly. Nintendo's I think they're going to keep that a evergreen title until the next one, possibly. My opinion.
Like they did with Wii U.
Sunshine, Mario Sunshine.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be too stoked about that, though. I don't like that game.
So what if there was Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy 2? They're not really, other than like going up-resing, they're not really remade at all. They're just kind of made to look better on a HD TV, but all packed into one, like an All-Stars type thing. Would you be okay with that?
Yeah.
That would be bomb.
I'd be down for that.
That would be cool. Remember how they used to have the Super Mario All-Stars back in the day? This would be the new Super Mario All-Stars if they did that.
Oh, indeed.
Would y'all rather have that, or each one come out but like fully remastered and remade to buy separately?
I'd rather have the whole package.
I think I would too.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I think
Play
we'd
'em like
all
they were-
want all.
Sounds greedy.
I think we'd all want them packed together, but Nintendo's going to sell them one at a time.
Yeah.
'Cause that's just what
You're
they
gonna
do.
buy them. You're gonna buy each and every one of them.
Oh, I probably will.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, yeah, I would. Yeah.
we all
I'm a
would.
sucker though. For sure.
Where's that?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so SwitchBIT, you're all good right there?
Yeah, okay. I do want to talk about one more thing because you know I'm all about finding
Perfect.
them deals and hunting them games. And eShop, there's a couple pretty big sales right now. If you go on eShop, there are currently 711 games on sale through the sales section. So it's kind of hard to filter through the good stuff and the bad stuff. But there's a couple ones that I wanted to highlight, and that is The World Ends With You Final Remix. Right now is half off. And I don't know how long that runs for, but it's only $24.99. And if you've never played it on the DS or mobile or the Switch, $25 is a steal for sure. And
That's pretty good.
it's an amazing game. And then all of the Capcom games are on sale right now, every single one of
I
them.
saw that.
And there's like,
That's been
right.
for a
Well,
while.
they come on and off, but like this is sometimes they'll do just the Resident Evil ones, but I think the highest discount one is like 60%. So there's a lot of like classic games like
Wow.
Okami for $9.99 right now. So if you are on the fence about picking up any of those games, do it now because it's probably not going to last much longer. I'm sure it'll come back, within a month because, like I said, they're constantly on and off. But those are games that I would definitely recommend checking out on the sales.
What's smart about retailers right now, this is just all across the board, like just retail stores, video game industry. A lot of people are putting things on sale right now because people are at home. So it's really cool that you have our options that we were talking about, our options that are available on the Nintendo Switch. And I told my wife, I said, we're going to have to pick up a new memory card, babe, because this thing's full.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to delete stuff all the time just to make room for the
me
stuff
too.
I download.
Yeah. And
Well, I
we
haven't
share
quite had that issue yet.
Yeah, we share. We have like each kid has a Nintendo account, so we're able to have like a family thing. So I told my kids, I'm like, well, if you guys want a game, let me know. Hook that thing up, because you can take the memory card out and then play whatever game you want to download it to the next one. So it's cool. But I'm surprised they haven't made some kind of adapter to where you can have like a external hard drive right there where you could just shoot everything on the side.
Does it have USB?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't figured that out yet though. It does have USB.
Google, dude. Google's your best friend. I'm pretty sure there's people that's done it already.
I'll keep it native for now till later, till the end of the life cycle. All right, so we are next. All right, CHICHUKI, you are up, dude.
Okay, I got two little things to talk about. My first one, I was watching another stream, and I think they were talking about the most annoying characters in gaming, and it got on Skyward Sword again, which always is one of the worst. It takes all the heat for being a terrible Zelda game, regardless if you're a fan of it or not. My question to everyone is, does it deserve to have, if you've played it, does it deserve to have all the hate shoveled on it? Just got me thinking about this.
That's a good question.
I don't think any game deserves hate. Gaming rocks. Just saying.
Personally,
I think there's
Honestly,
some
you
games that
get those
deserve hate, but
Well, yeah, but you get those hardcore fans. They're like, "Well, this isn't what this game used to be about," and yada yada yada. And it's all like, "Dude, it's too hardcore. Just play it and have fun."
So I personally, I think it gets way too much hate. I think there's a few games in this world that get too much hate that I personally love, and I love Skyward Sword. I like the controls. I never had issues with them. I love the art style. I think that's probably the biggest selling point for me was the art style, and I think it would look amazing in HD. But I did not like the fact that it didn't have like the traditional dungeons. You know, the whole world was essentially a dungeon. You know, kind of as they say. But as far as annoying, who did they say was like the most annoying? Like,
I don't even remember. They were watching like a reaction video, and it was like Navi, Fi, the usual suspects on this video or stream or whatever.
Fi it's basically like Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory.
Pretty
like
much,
she had these really dry. Yeah, I can see that. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm curious.
What other games are getting hate?
Metroid Other M.
Yeah, Metroid Other M.
And I thought that was a good game too. Yeah,
I liked it.
got unjust hate for sure.
Yeah, I got it.
I haven't played
think-
a Metroid game that I don't like in particular. I always pick the best things out of each Metroid, Zelda, and like if there's something I don't like, I kind of wash it away with the stuff that I really like, and then I'll just keep playing.
Well, honestly, in my opinion, a lot of people were really upset at the fact that the Sword and Shield, when it first came out, it caught a lot of hate because they cut the decks out quite a bit. And then I guess with this new update that they had, there was able to have more of the older Pokemon in there. So Sword and Shield at first caught a lot of heat. I mean, not graphic wise, but just dex wise.
Yeah,
A
there's
lot of
a
it
lot of
pissed a
people
lot of
on
people off.
Twitter.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
I
was a
remember that.
lot of people that were caught off guard with Pokemon Sword and Shield, how they hated it.
And didn't
Yeah,
they
'cause-
like put it all behind DLC though? Like, don't you have to buy the DLC to get access to stuff? Or
You
I've never played it. So.
You can get the DLC and then you get access to the new area, and that has like 100 to 200 guys that were not in the old portion of it that are now accessed. It's like $15, 30 for the two, which is another reason why people would be like, "Oh, that's a little too much." But
Yeah.
Well,
personally,
you're just basically buying another game for that price.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, my opinion, you're just basically buying another game for it. It's like,
But think about DLC though. So, not that it should ever happen, but imagine a long time ago in the future, the Switch gets to the end of its life cycle, kind of like with the 3DS. You know, a lot of this stuff's kind of going away. You don't have the store available. Same with the Wii and the Wii U. So, if you have a Pokemon Sword and Shield from future times, and then you have that game, but you don't have that DLC because you can't download it. So, what happens then?
That's true. And Nintendo doesn't
Hack
really
systems.
do Game of the Year editions. I don't think
they
they've
don't.
historically ever really done that. So
I
maybe
haven't
if they
seen
do
that.
that, it'd be better. You know, they could come up with a DLC pack, because you're right. Like, way in the future, I'm a collector of retro stuff. 30 years from now, if I'm still collecting stuff, we
Yeah.
won't have access to the stuff that we've downloaded DLCs. But
It would be smart to sell a Pokemon Sword and Shield Collector's Edition that has the DLC and just charge a little bit more for it, or find a pack you can put into like a micro SD card and upload it to the Switch. You know what I mean? Something
Yeah.
like that.
but
Or
also, like,
Nintendo could go ahead.
I was gonna, like, we were talking earlier about like Raspberry Pi and, you know, emulation and stuff. That would be a good reason. There's always going to be somebody smarter than me on the internet who's able to figure out how you can download that stuff, you know, illegally or whatever. But, you know, if it's not available, I think that would be a good reason enough to download it.
Okay, well, having heard that, the Wii had some. I think what's the Wii had some DLC stuff that you couldn't able to get, and people had hacked the Wii after the end of its life cycle, or I think it was even during, where you can get the DLC and you can able to get like even basically make it an emulation station. I've done it before with my Wii, but that was way at the end of the life cycle.
I think you're talking about the
Yeah.
WiiWare games that were only available to download on the system, and now you can't get them anywhere because the Wii Shop channel's closed or whatever. Like, yeah, that would
Yeah.
probably be. There's
Yeah.
some really good games on there. Some Final Fantasy, My Life as a King, and My Life as a Dark Lord, stuff like that. Those are great games.
Yeah, there's a lot of good games on there. So it's like at the end of the Switch cycle, I'm pretty sure, because they'll eventually stop doing updates.
Right.
So I think for like eShop channels, someone's eventually gonna hack it completely, and so that way any games with DLC that you have to pay for now at the end of the life cycle, two new systems down the road, and people still have a Switch, and they're like, well, I got this system, and hey, I came across a game. It has DLC. It's an incomplete game. I can't buy the DLC. So what do people do on the internet? They hack it.
They figure out a way. But
Yeah.
Skyward Sword, Mr. Switch, did you ever play Skyward Sword?
Yeah, I played the whole game through.
What do you think about it?
Let's see. I enjoyed the entire game. I never hated it. Maybe it might have disliked one thing, maybe one of the baddies. But other than that, the game was great. I enjoyed the gameplay. I did like, it was one of my least favorite games. I mean, I loved all Zelda games I played. That one was still a decent game. I like Wind Waker better, or the Twilight Princess better, but I still enjoyed it. I just don't think I can hate the game.
Yeah, I can't hate any Zelda game except for A Link to the Past. No, I'm just kidding. Don't hate me.
That's a nice little segue there. Yeah.
Fail.
Cut him out. That's it. Fire.
If I had a tomato, I'd throw it at you right here.
Everybody throw tomatoes.
What's the tomato emojis?
Ooh.
Yeah, yes.
One thing about Twilight Princess, not Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword though, was I think that was, if I recall correctly, one of the first Zelda games that had like such expansive orchestral music, and the music in that game is awesome. I remember getting the CD that came with it, and that's just one of the best soundtracks in the series, in my opinion.
Hey, real quick, SwitchBIT, I put a lot of tomato emojis.
Oh
in
God.
Oh my God.
Throw some tomatoes at him.
I'm throwing the tomatoes at you.
Oh no.
Hey. Hey, you gotta have fun with what we do, right?
That's right.
All right, who's next?
All right. So, are you all good, Chichuki, or are you still continuing?
No, I got one more
Okay, cool.
little thing to talk about that's been going all over Twitter today on a certain video that was released by, I believe, Sony, that released this, that they announced a preview for. It's like a female streamer game.
Yeah.
And Gamer Girl. I didn't know if that was the actual title of it or not.
Yeah.
And the video has already, I believe, been pulled down off of Twitter already because it was getting so much hate from everybody that it's like if you guys haven't seen it, it's basically you are the mod for this female streamer on Twitch, or basically their streaming service. And it was so over the top that it was friggin' ridiculous. And then you can affect what she does by answering questions. You learn her personality, stupid shit like that. But what do you guys think of this? I personally think it's
Doesn't need to be a
ridiculous.
thing.
Oh, I saw that when they were gonna do a male and a female version. I saw like a beta a while ago, and I was like, no, I'll stand corrected on the statement I said about the games. I would not like this game. I saw it, I was like, this isn't even a game. Like, what even is this?
It's basically it's like a simulation, basically.
It's like a interactive movie. If nobody's familiar with it, it's just like us right here. It's like filmed people, and then depending on, I guess, what you put in or click, it plays a different like movie clip essentially. I've seen quite a few of those on the Switch, and like I've almost bought one just out of like morbid curiosity. But yeah, it looked so cheesy. Like I couldn't even make it all the way through the trailer.
I won't even waste my time on it.
It was so bad, this thing.
But didn't part of you like want to get it? Like if it was like $1, like just to see what it was like, so you can make fun of it, or is it like cancer, stay away?
It would depend.
Cancer, stay away. I'd rather buy an energy drink.
It would depend on if you could do anything with it. Like if I could like, stream it and then make total fun of it or whatever, or do stupid stuff like that with it.
For people,
I can see memes coming out of it.
For people like us that put out content, it's almost like a waste of time because we're spending time building a character that's building content in a game when we could be spending that time building content for our channel. So for us, it's like, do I waste my time building up a character that's building up fake content, or do I build up real content for my own channel?
Just to play devil's advocate right there. Animal Crossing, you're like picking up weeds in your yard, but you're not doing it outside. You're like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you go.
So I could be outside cleaning up my backyard, but I mean, I'm doing it in Animal Crossing.
But then again, you also got to think about this too. There's actually other things you can do in Animal Crossing besides that. But with that other game, it's just multiple choice. You're basically playing a multiple choice book.
Yeah, it's
choose your own adventure. Animal Crossing, yeah, choose your own adventure. But with Animal Crossing, what you're actually doing other things. Like now you can go fishing. People's made Deal or No Deal. They've made Survivor and stuff like that. So it's like there's like endless possibilities. But with that other one, you're kind of making content on building a character. So you're still making content, but it's just like, how much content can you actually do with this? And be like, hey, let's start a new pick your own adventure story today with this. And it's like, nah, I think I'll pass.
Yeah, I'll pass too.
So I'm going to piggyback off of you, SwitchBit. So you're talking about Animal Crossing. So what about people who play driving simulation games? You can be out driving your own car, chilling. Driving a car.
Yeah, exactly.
There's all kinds of different things.
I can go outside instead of playing Mario. I go jump on some critters, man.
Exactly. There you go. Go over there and find a squirrel.
Anyways?
Hey, you guys have a lot of turtles in Texas. There's turtles
Yes,
right
they're
there.
stepping on some turtles.
Yeah.
But are you willing to get blood on yourself?
No.
Yeah, no.
Good call.
I mean, if they were to pop out of the shell nice and easy, pick up the shell and go chuck it at stupid people, then that would be something to see.
I saw it on, I saw it on Facebook the other day, and they had the Mario music playing in the background, and the guy it just said West Texas. I don't know where it was from, but the guy had these, they were dried up turtle shells because they weren't there anymore, the turtles. So he was chipping them at cars going down the road.
Yeah.
And he hit the back of this guy's car. And you know, a Mario Kart, when you spin out, it goes, woo! It did that when the guy's car spun out like this, and the guy just takes off running.
Yeah, in
I know,
Texas, they probably got a gun in that car.
That's savage, dude.
The guy got mad, and the video ended right when the other guy got out of the car because his face was all, he ran.
Oh goodness, people will do anything.
You should have got mad.
Hey.
I know. I was ready to see what was going to happen next. I was like, man, is there a next adventure?
So nobody's buying Gamer Girl.
No.
Oh, come on.
No.
I mean,
I bet you.
I can see some hacks to go along with that, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
It would have to be dirt cheap, and we're given to me.
Yeah.
He said dirt
Like
cheap.
free.
Dirt cheap.
Dirty cheap.
Well, even
Dirty cheap.
free, I still wouldn't pick it up because if PlayStation offered it for their game of the month with their PS Plus, I still wouldn't download it, even if it's free.
It's
I
free.
would.
It's free.
Free
And
maybe.
I'd have a couple drinks and just like see what it was about and have a good time making fun of it probably.
Hey, a free game is worth getting, so you don't have to pay nothing. Just take up a little bit of space, play it. If you like it, delete it, you're done.
Oh yeah, there's so many like 10-cent games that I've got off the eShop that I haven't even played yet. And someday maybe I will, but for 10 cents, why why not?
On my Switch, there's games I was like, I forgot about because they were on sale for like $1, $5, $10, and it's all downloaded 1 year ago. I was like, oh, I forgot I even had
Played
it.
0 minutes, yeah.
0 minutes.
Yeah, 0 time year ago.
Yeah, 1 year ago, I'm like, oh, that's pretty bad. And then I was like, oh, that game was cool. And I went, I'm on wait, I got distracted with something, and I started playing another game. I was like, it happens every time. I don't really have any topics just for myself, just for the fact is like SwitchBit said, there's so many games on the Switch that it's like, it's almost like you get overloaded. Like, because if you're a gamer, a retro gamer, you already have a gnarly back catalog of games. So now you're building up your next back catalog, which is on your Switch, which is cool. Very cool that you have all these options now, especially smart for Nintendo to continue to build on the Nintendo online service, being that they put out Donkey Kong Country was huge. In my opinion, very huge. Because people were waiting
Yeah,
for
because years, dude.
people were
They
waiting
didn't
for that.
even release it to the Wii U or Wii. They released their own version of it, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't the classic Donkey Kong Country.
But it was pretty cool. And it was pretty cool watching like different developers make like third-party controllers. I ordered like this one third-party controller for my Switch, and it's straight like a pro controller. Syncs up, works perfect.
What is it?
It's I paid like $22.95. I can't remember the name right. I'll send you guys the link later. But it's super cool. It's only like $22.95, and it has every single button the Switch has. It has the home button right there. I mean, it's legit. You plug it in, and it recognizes it, and then from there on, it's really cool. I bought it off of Amazon. My sister gave me an Amazon gift card for my birthday, so I bought the controller, and it actually works really, really good. Pro controllers aren't
I wonder.
expensive by any means, but it's a pretty good deal buying a third-party controller.
Seal for approval.
I wonder how well it would
works.
work on a.
What happened?
All these controllers work through Bluetooth, right?
Seal of approval. Seal of approval. It works.
It works, yeah. That's what I said. It
Functional.
Retro
Yeah, it's
Stylz quoted on the back of the box. It works.
works. Yeah, it works. That's all it said was it works. That's my thing that I always
Hey
say.
guys,
We
got
Yo, what's up? What up?
we got one up jumping into the podcast.
right. Oh,
Hey, all right.
yeah. That's everything that I always say when I buy
I
somebody.
think you got a
somebody
haircut.
Let's see that fresh haircut.
Oh, look at that.
Dang, he's shaking
Hey, what's up,
everything.
guys?
What's up?
Oh. Funky,
Dude, you look
fresh,
smooth,
dressed to
man.
impress.
Who is this guy? Who is this?
I know. Is he new? Is that one up, level up?
I leveled down, I think.
Oh, come on.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey,
Yes, I'm a little backwards.
one up,
Okay.
level up said he's going on a
It
date
confuses
tonight.
people.
He had to shave and get a haircut.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Uh-oh. Shout out to One Up Level Up, because didn't you come to my Animal Crossing island and give me cherries one day?
I did.
Yeah, and it's because you have cherry trees. Yeah, man, thank you.
Ah, you're
Right
welcome.
on.
Gotta help each other out, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I was searching for cherries for like 2 weeks, and then yeah, he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll
What?
come by and give you some." Yeah.
You
Oh,
should
yeah.
hit me
Well,
up.
now you got to plant real cherry trees in your yard.
Ah.
That's another thing for you to do.
Nice.
All right. I know one up, you just bounced in here, but do you have anything you want to talk about?
Oh, I just picked up a little beauty called Paper Mario.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm excited to play. I was
Did
gonna
you get
stream
some of these?
What's that?
Did you get some?
Oh,
A pre-order bonus.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was gonna stream it tonight, but work was really rough tonight, and I was like, I'm too tired, so I'm gonna do it tomorrow night.
Awesome.
And as you guys saw, I lost a bet with my wife, so I had to shave off my beard. So
Well, I'll grow one for both of us.
I will be
you just
growing
grow
it
one
back.
for all of
Miss
us,
One Up
Chichuki.
says, "Bring back the beard."
Yeah,
Do
I will be growing it back. I haven't shaved it in like 5 years, or
you feel
Whoa.
like a baby right now?
yeah,
Every time I shave, it's like, oh.
I shaved off like 10 years off my life, I think.
Woo! You do look a lot younger.
You're
Yeah.
19.
She's
So
yelling.
you got Paper Mario, the Origami King.
Yeah.
You and Mr. Switch, you got it too, right?
Yeah, I got it too.
You were streaming it, I think, today.
Yeah,
right?
earlier today.
Yeah. And I haven't
Mine's
got
on
it.
pre-order.
Yeah, I pre-ordered
Yeah.
it too.
Okay, so y'all are the only two that got it. Mr. Switch is the only one that's played it. Is that what? Are you going to be talking about it or no?
Yes,
Spoilers.
when it's my turn. Let me see. I got a lot of topics.
Oh, that's a good segue.
I'm anxious. I'm anxious.
Hey, he's over there chomping at the bit, waiting on all of us already.
I'm like writing notes. Okay, what I'm gonna talk about
Yeah.
at the same time.
Without going to spoilers, what do you think of it so far?
I watched Mr. Switch's stream, and that was the only person's stream that I watched on it. I thought it was awesome because I watched the Treehouse, but it wasn't as real as watching somebody that I know play it, and I thought it was super cool.
I think the game is gorgeous. I love the way it looks, the way it feels. It's totally different, the battle scene right there, but I think all the colors and everything mix well. It's something new, and I think it's something I'm going to be playing off stream too, and just enjoy. It's funny, so I would say so far I've enjoyed it very well.
If you
One of the. Oh, go ahead.
oh, sorry, man. if you played Color Splash, it seems like it's similar to that game where it has a lot of humor and it looks really good. How's the have you gone any of the battles yet?
Yeah, the battles, I did a few battles. It's really cool. It's different than most battles I've done before, or even like other Paper Marios, but it might have similarities, but it's definitely got a nice feel for a whole new battle. At first I'm like, oh, I have no idea how to do this, and then it took a few seconds, and then I like it. Some people, I think I saw something where someone didn't like it, but I like it. I think you're gonna like it too. You're gonna love
Seems
it.
like a puzzle kind, like from what I saw, you have like these rotating things, and it's almost like trying to have like.
Oh,
a
you gotta
puzzle mixed
you
with
gotta
combat.
connect the Goombas that come out. They split around you, and you have to reconnect them back in some type of puzzle way. It sounds hard, but it's really easy to do. Connect them together, then fight them. If you don't do it right, then you're gonna get hit for a second. Get them back. You know, it's good. It's really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw a lot of positive reviews on it, like to where people are like, best game of the year. Somebody said it's like watching a comedy but playing a game, so you can't help but laugh while you're playing it and you're beating the enemies, and it's like the whole humor, the whole video game play. Somebody said they get lost because they're playing it, but it's like you're watching a movie, so you kind of get lost.
And I think a lot of people with the Paper Mario series, they always compare it to Thousand Year Door, and it's never going to be that RPG that it was when it started. You know, I mean, it's more of an action adventure kind of game now, which I'm fine with. You know, I don't have a problem with that. It stands on its own as something unique that you don't really find anywhere else. So I love the series. So that was one of my most anticipated games besides Animal Crossing this year. So I'm super pumped to play it.
And Metacritic, it's got a higher score than the other game that released today for PS4, Ghost of Tsushima or whatever.
Yeah, I got that game too.
That's interesting.
I bought that too.
Wait, what game was it?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Ghost of Tsushima, I think it's called.
Yeah. They're totally two different games.
They were trying to line up which one would do better, and the ranking score on Paper Mario Origami King got like a higher score than the Ghost of Tsushima.
Well, it's really hard to compete with Mario. You know what I mean? Like
it's Mario.
I'm going to stream it probably this weekend so you guys can see it.
Sweet.
Well, it's Mario, so Mario is such an established IP. No one's ever been able to beat it at all. So when it comes to Mario, you can't compare any other game to it or any other IPs in general. You know.
Yeah,
it's been around since we were all kids.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's Mickey Mouse, man.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse, yeah.
Onyx.
The Mickey Mouse of Nintendo.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like going to
There's
Disneyland.
been Mickey Mouse games on Nintendo.
It's like going to Disneyland and you're trying to compare like Foghorn Leghorn at Six Flags Magic Mountain. You just can't do that.
Yeah.
You just can't do that. There's no comparison. And even cool characters, they're both cool characters, but Mickey Mouse kind of rates like way up there compared to Foghorn Leghorn, you know?
Oh, man.
Wow. Don't even know why I use that as a comparison, but hey, here we are.
We get a lot of hot takes from you tonight.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Controller works. Now you're anti-Foghorn Leghorn. Okay.
Yeah.
I know. Hey,
Oh,
I need a break. I need to take a break. I've been at home too long.
Sometimes I wish I could say the same, but I like working.
So work starts back for me in just a few weeks, so it's cool. I'm on summer break. Yeah.
Yeah,
A long summer break.
Oh yeah, it was extended since spring break. So we
spring into summer break. There it is.
Yeah.
Well, every spring break is extended into summer
went
break.
back to work
So
for a little bit. It was weird how we went back to work, but we were serving lunches to the community instead of to the students. So we kind of worked, and then after that was like, oh, go ahead and stay home. I'm like, so I get paid, right? And they're like, yeah, you still get paid. I'm like, oh, cool.
Hey, getting paid while being at home is almost like playing on Twitch or YouTube for that matter.
I took the time to try and beef up my content a little bit on my channel because like I figured if I'm at home and I'm not working, I had time to squeeze in before for my channel, but then now I have time to adjust content and create content. Like being a part of this podcast, this is awesome. This has been like one of the funnest things I've done this summer is be a part of this podcast. So this is a cool little adventure. Whereas before I didn't really have time to be on a podcast or even stream. I've had opportunity to stream, create content, chill with you guys on Friday night. It's just been pretty awesome.
I still find though, like even if I have a lot of time, I still feel like I don't have enough time. You know, if that makes sense. Like I try to work on my channel when I if I'm off or I'm on vacation or something, but then I don't get nearly as much done as I want to. I'm like, what the heck? Like, where did the time go? You know? So, well,
you can spin around in a circle and it'd be a week had disappeared already. So it's like
this year is just flying by. I feel like, holy crap! I'm like, it's already almost August.
All the BS is happening right now. Pandemic and all that crap, the hate and all that stuff is just making it seem very long.
Between all this and the presidential election, I don't know what's more entertaining, honestly.
Hey, sometimes that
I shy away from politics
is more entertaining than a video game.
Yeah, let's keep politics out of this, you know.
I shy away from politics in general. Like, especially, I am gonna say one thing. It's all like when people are all like, "How come you're not using your channel as a platform?" And it's all like, I am gonna say this. Someone asked one of my favorite streamers who speedruns Mario 3. I don't know if you've heard about him, Mitch Flower Power.
No, I've not heard of him.
Nope.
Anyways, someone asked him, they're like, how come you're not using your platform to speak about this and this and this? He's all like, you know what? That's a stupid question. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to play video games for you guys, and that's it.
Yeah, a lot of people feel like if you have some kind of influence on the internet, that you have to use your platform to speak out upon all this stuff, like like the whole Black Lives Matters kind of thing. But if my channel is for gaming, that's what it's going to be for. I don't want to talk about that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people want an escape from it sometimes.
Exactly.
They want to be entertained.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I was glad he shut him down, because it's all like some people I've had to stop watching because they're like, they'll speak up about it right in the middle of their stuff, and it's all like, dudes, really? I don't want to hear this. I want to see people play games, have fun, get destroyed, or succeed in their gaming,
Dude,
and not just like hear about like problematic things. Say if like, oh, I got a foot fungus, It's like, I'm making an example, but like,
dude, with all the crap that's going on,
like that, or
with all the stuff that's going on, like Twitter and stuff, I have blocked so many people in the last like 4 months, that I ever have.
Yeah, seriously.
Because if they talk about that, I don't want to hear it, and you're off. Sorry.
I don't mind it. Like, I don't mind people talking about it, but like my Twitter, I've curated it specifically just for video games. And sometimes I'll comment on stuff, but if I want to put my mind in that space and engage with that kind of stuff, I'm going to go out and like search that content. Like I'm going to go, like, I'll go on the trending topics or whatever, because, I think it's an important thing for people to talk about. But yeah, like my feed or whatever is like, I've blocked and muted quite a bit of people just because of negativity, on any side. I want to go there, escape a little bit, talk about video games, and just chill.
Yeah, and Twitter is really notorious for having negative stuff on it too, so you gotta watch
a lot. Well, here lately Twitch has been getting like that too.
Yeah, it's sad.
We gotta spread the positivity. That's what we're here.
That's what I do on my channel. Every time.
That's why
all the time. That's my thing. Keep it real, keep it fresh, keep it retro. I always tell them that at the end of every video. And I tell everybody to stay safe, be awesome, and be you. That's like my thing, because it's like people are looking at, believe it or not, people look at you no matter how many subs you have. People are looking at you. So you have a voice into somebody's life. So you could be like CHICHUKI has those funny characters that he does. Those voices, those are super funny. I watch the streams just to hear those voices. They're funny. And so that's what I go to his channel for.
When you play games with subtitles,
games.
Well, when you play games with subtitles, it's like people don't really want to read. They like it's not like expected, but it's more on the lines of like they want to hear how you're gonna project those subtitled parts of a game. So
Well,
it's like
let's be
it
honest.
don't matter who you are, dude. Like everyone's gonna have their different style of projecting those subtitles,
And let's be honest.
and it
When most
brings
people,
joy in people's life.
and when people watch you stream, like a lot of times they don't care about what you're playing. They care about you as the streamer. Like, you know, they like your
Yeah.
personality and they want to hear what you have to say about, you know, just, you know, about the game and everything else. Like there's a lot of times when I'm playing Mario Maker that I'm pausing, just talking to the chat, just because of the fact that, you know, we're just having a cool conversation, you know? So that's
Yeah,
one of
it's
the
more about hanging out than it is about.
exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love it.
I've done that with Diablo 3. When I do my late night streamers, I get people on there at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning that want to
Holy
talk
crap.
about a couple things, and it's like, hey, yeah, I'll talk about whatever. I don't care.
Man, I'm in La La Land by that time.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
same.
with my-
I can't stay
Yeah,
up
I'm
that
off.
late no more.
It's
No, I
going to be my
had to because
bedtime
my,
right now.
I know, right?
Uh,
It was my
Tired.
work schedule. It was my old work schedule that changed here recently. So I would stay up from like 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon to like I'd literally be up 12 hours a day and be in bed at 11 a.m. But that was my old work schedule. It just literally changed today. So it's like I can't be up until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And
All right.
those streams were on Saturday nights. So and to early Sunday mornings. But like so I'll
Really
get
quick.
people that late, huh?
Oh, really quick. We're coming up on our hour, and Mr. Switch needs to drop his topic. So he wants to talk about Paper Mario
sorry,
real quick.
Switch. We got carried
Well,
away there.
that's okay. I was just letting you guys do your thing. So yeah, I got a
Sorry,
few
dude,
things I wrote down.
I'm a talker. I'm sorry.
Okay. We already kind of talked. I was gonna put something about Paper Mario, but I pretty much let you guys know how I felt on that one. I was just gonna briefly talk about little things here and there. And Donkey Kong
There
Country,
you go. One up.
streaming Donkey Kong Country was definitely a great game. I streamed it the other day, and it feels just like it did way back when I played it when I was 14. But again, Donkey Kong Country is a great game to have. I hope they keep bringing more of those type of games on the on Super NES Online. I would say Paper Mario was incredible. Hold on, Luigi's coming in crying. Hold on, dude, come here. What do you want? Hold on. What? All right, here. All right, let's just try to talk. The Nintendo Direct, I think we briefly spoke
adorable.
about it. Luigi, say hi.
It's like a
Aw.
ragdoll.
I know.
So the Nintendo Direct, I do believe everyone's saying it. Almost everyone's saying it. This Monday on the 20th. So I'm really crossing fingers. I'm hoping for that Mario 35th anniversary collection or something like that. I think again we spoke about it earlier. Let's see. I was gonna mention 1UP streaming the next 2 days. He popped in. I was gonna say, hey, 1UP's gonna be streaming Paper Mario Saturday and Sunday at 8 p.m. Don't you forget. So yeah, he's up there. So let's see.
Yeah, sorry I invaded your podcast, guys.
No, it's okay, man. I wanted to have you on here, so it's okay. We got 1UP and everyone that's on live right now. All the how do you say our Twitters and YouTube's accounts and the links are in the description. So if you guys want to click on that and jump onto all of us and follow us. Let's see, what else I want to talk about. There was a little hate. We were talking about hating certain games. And I was talking about this game for a while, and it was The Last of Us 2, how much I wanted to play it so bad. And playing part 2 of that game, the gameplay was incredible, but damn, the story was shit. It was in a certain way. Anyone play the first one?
Yeah.
I love the first one, but they killed off dude way too soon. They could have done more with it. I just think it was kind of like no, but then I kept on playing it, and it made you really hate a lot of parts of the game. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna hate it a little bit, but I'm also gonna love the game for its gameplay. It was incredible, the graphics, the gameplay again, but man, I'm still contemplating and disappointed with. I wish they could I've done something different. Hold on. All right, bye, Luigi.
I've heard about that on The Last of Us too. I through the PS Plus, I was able to get The Last of Us. I think they had it on one. I think it was The Last of Us.
One is the
Yeah.
best. Is incredible.
I tried.
Part one.
I tried it. It's not the controls. It just, I don't know. It just wasn't my thing.
What was it about the story, Mr. Switch, that you didn't like about the second one?
The second one, let's see. Basically, again, how they killed off one of my favorite characters that was so beloved with all of us, and just to end I think they could have done a trilogy or something, or more than just, but then just to end them off so early in the second game. There was our Ellie, our other favorite character. I'm just trying to see what. Okay, the person who had killed our main character.
Wait, we're going full on spoilers.
Yeah, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah.
We should let that out there.
Hey, you should have
don't
played
worry.
this game a long time
Get people
ago.
to hate us.
All right,
'Cause
all right.
I would love to hear your opinion. Let's warn people.
I'll put it like this.
Spoiler
I'm
alert.
gonna stop myself right there. But I would think you would have played it by now. Damn it.
No, go ahead and talk about it, man. We
No,
warned
no.
it if muted or something. If you're
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, there you go. I think we've got our point across now.
Wait. Again, real quick. Did anyone play it yet? Part 2?
I know the whole story. So like I can comment on that, but I have not played it. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I have not.
I didn't like playing certain characters in the game because it swapped back and forth. And I didn't want. Well, I don't want to do this. And then it made so many twists and turns in the game that was just like, it was kind of cool. And you thought that the game was going to end at one point, but it just kept on going and going and going. You're like, dude, I think that's enough. We could have ended it right there, but
So
then it kept on proceeding.
They force you to make certain choices that you didn't want to make.
Yes, more than I thought. Like, oh my god, wait. Damn, I'm about to spoil the shit out of you guys.
Do it.
Go ahead. I won't
I'm
ever
playing
play.
I'm playing
Yeah, I
as the
probably have no
bad
intention
girl.
of playing it.
I'm playing as the person who killed my guy, and then I'm fighting off the main character. You have to be the bad guy, and you got to kick her ass. I'm like, what is this? So I let the character kill me several times. That's it. Can we finish it right here? But you have to fight her off, beat her, and then the game goes on. But it's just really weird to say, but
That is weird.
it's still an incredible game. It's still great. It's still amazing. Again, the environments were so freaking awesome. The gameplay was awesome. Maybe you hate a few things. I would say this. I did not like, not against pregnant women, but there was a pregnant woman there that at least was like 6 months pregnant or 7 months pregnant in the game. And she was following you, fighting off zombies. She was also climbing ropes. I'm like, what is this? Like, she's like super Rambo and shit, and she's not supposed to be in that situation.
Well, it's like every zombie movie cliche right there, you know.
I'm like,
Like a woman who can kick some ass. I mean,
That's
I was
like
like,
Walking
come
Dead
on.
status right there.
Come on, she can't climb that rope that high.
Yeah.
I know.
She's
But then I
climbing
thought,
for
okay,
it
you know
too.
what? I told myself, it does want me to play again. So I'm gonna play the game again and enjoy it with my old weapons that I built on. I can do it, with the next game. So I think I'll like it better playing it the second round, knowing the bullshit that I already did. Sorry, Chris. Is it okay to swear? But
I think it's already been going on.
Well,
So-
it seemed to me like that Naughty Dog wanted to highlight how brutal and unfair that world is by,
Yes.
because the way that the beloved main character, the first one, just gets brutally, destroyed, but it's because of choices that he made, in the first game.
yes.
So I can understand like how divisive some people are really against like the story, in that sense. But if they wanted to push emotions, it seems like they got their job done like as storytellers. The thing that seemed weird to me just from watching the story and everything was that there were some decisions that I think like Ellie made that were out of character to put her in a position. You know what I'm saying? Like they were so like protective of everything, and they were always so careful, but then they completely let their guard down with Abby, which let her come in and just usurp everything. So I thought that was weird that it's like the characters were acting out of character.
Yeah, and I saw other new characters that popped in the game, like the little kids and And I started to care more for the new character developments with these little young ones. And I think, of course, one of them that does survive through it. I hope that they're already saying part 3 is coming out. Say, really? What are we gonna do with part 3? So who knows? Either way,
they might have Order 66 in part 3.
Huh?
It was a Star Wars reference.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I
Sorry. It's when Anakin destroyed all the Jedis, or the baby Jedis. I think it was Anakin. Yeah.
I would say the last thing I want to say out of all the little topics I had here is that lately I've been doing the Ring Fit Adventure and the Jump Rope Challenge. I think One Up knows, and just some of you guys know that I've been doing it the last few days, and I'm about to do it after I end this. Hold on, I gotta get this. Yeah, you wrap
Those are
this around your
hard. That's hard
leg.
to find right now.
Yeah, the guy I bought it from, selling them $100 each. Just
Nice.
told me to anyone else who wants to. Yeah, yes, he's a scalper, and I was like, damn it, I gotta do it this way.
It's only $20.
Yeah, so I
at
bought
least
it,
it
and
like $100 or something.
it is worth it. I'm telling you right now, and I didn't think it was gonna be that good, but I can't wait to get on it. I'm like 3 days straight. As soon as I finish my about an hour with this or half hour, I get into the jump rope challenge, do 1,000 jumps. I'm sweating like crazy. Got my workout in the whole day. Now I'm like working out every day at home. So it's perfect at home. So workout and fitness is back at home. I hope that you guys are doing a similar thing, or because most gyms are not open right now. So you know, I'm gonna do this.
And if they are, it's like a high risk to go to the gym right now, even if they are open, like they are
Yeah,
locally. I've been doing
I would
Beat
think so.
Saber myself though. I've lost 20 pounds since this, since we started doing the Gamerz gym thing, which, I'm not super active in that community, but seeing what everybody's doing is pretty inspiring.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into that little community that I started a while ago, but I got to make sure that what I start doing, I got to make the difference. I started doing it early in the year, and then it just kind of died out because of the pandemic kind of affected everything, and I let myself go, and now it's time to get that
You
back.
can do a challenge, like a high score challenge on the jump rope, post that up, and we try to like beat each other's. That's like high scores, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that game is free. The jump rope challenge is free download. So yeah, we could start doing something like that.
So, Mr. Switch, you're trying to one up level up. Is that what you're trying to do?
One up level up. I was thinking about that too, but I need to get used to it. I was thinking yesterday as I'm doing it, man. I better get acquainted with this, and then I can do my challenge.
I was gonna buy the Ring Fit today from Target because it was the regular price, $80. So I went to click on it and add it to the cart, and you have to actually walk. Like, I don't mind going into the store, but I didn't have time before the podcast to go get it. So I only had like 20 minutes because I was heading over to drop my kids off at the grandma's house. And then I was like, I had only 20 minutes between Target and my house. I was like, nope, this is not happening today. I hope it's there tomorrow because I'll go bright and early.
No, that guy's going to buy it and sell it to us for $100.
Right. Let me get his name real quick. Hey, did you get that one there? Yeah, he is gonna buy it. Yeah, that's one thing I hate about it. And he seemed like a nice guy, but still, man, shit.
Well, for now, I got my Wii board and the jump rope, so that'll work. And then I got a bunch of new fitness games for my Wii, so I think that'll hold us up. We got like yoga, Pilates, all kinds of stuff like that for the Wii. So and then I got the Wii Fitness. They have a bunch of different Wii Fitness games on there. So that'll work, that in the jump rope. So that'll hold me back until I get the Ring Fit. But I saw the Ring Fit game. I would totally play that like all day long.
Try to get it, man. Try to get it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I got to get that.
Yeah, jump on it.
Yeah, well, because the fact is, it's cool. It's like an RPG. So it gets you pumped up because you're actually in the game while you're challenging yourself. So it's pretty cool. I saw the video on it. I have not played it yet, of course.
You're gonna have to send me a link to the YouTube and a text message about that game because I want to check it out.
It's worth it though.
Jump rope.
Yeah, the one that you were just talking about, and the jump rope one.
Yeah, of course.
That's all.
All right, so is everybody good here? We're hitting up on our hour. Anybody else got any last remarks they'd like to say?
Yeah,
in
I
the
have
stream
some.
today?
I just want to say, hey, SwitchBit and Joseph, it was nice being on here with you. It's the first time I believe the first time I was on with you guys. So it was nice to meet you.
This is the first I've been on Zoom in general, so this
Oh,
was
yeah.
a new experience for me.
This is your first one. Nice.
It's cool
Yeah.
because there's a lot of people who I like interact with on Twitter, you know, and like I've watched some of your streams and stuff like that. Hopped in, you know, I'm obviously subbed to you on YouTube, but so it's cool to actually get to interact, you know, with everybody,
Yeah.
like face to face.
Guys,
Yeah,
don't forget,
cool.
next week is the big one for the former CEO of Sega will be appearing with us on Thursday podcast. It'll be Thursday only because he wanted that day, and I wanted to make sure I honor that because he couldn't do Friday. So Thursday, the 23rd at 7:30, same time. If you guys are able to make it in terms of one up, and I would have put you down one up, SwitchBit, CHICHUKI. I think Black Reserve, but Black's not going to join. QA is going to join us. So make sure, I mean, if you guys have any questions, even though he's like most of us play mostly Nintendo, he's a Sega guy, but he was there during the console wars, and it's just so interesting. If you look up the story, it's really awesome. He'll got some wise words for us, and it's good to hear it from someone who we love Sonic, and he brought Sonic over to America, and you guys got to check that out. So it's really awesome. So I invite you guys to
I
join.
have to do my homework.
Yeah, I was still doing it the other day, so do that too.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to look up some stuff.
Yeah.
I
I'll send
love
you
it. So excited because I was a Sega Genesis fanboy, obviously, because you know, I wasn't all big into Super Nintendo at the time. So this is kind of like a childhood dream come true, getting to, you know, have him on a podcast that I'm on. It's gonna be awesome.
It'll probably be really hard to get Reggie. I don't think we'll ever get him.
Hey, you don't know.
Hey, keep trying, man.
Reggie's everywhere right now. He's like joining all those like boards and stuff. I don't know if you've.
Yeah, I
every time
noticed
he
that.
hops
Yeah,
on
yeah.
one.
Yeah, what did he just
So-
join? Like, what is
He's
he,
on the podcast.
like?
Yeah.
Didn't he just join some like oh god, something to do with game?
Yeah, yesterday, and he's on
Yeah.
GameStop's board, and he's
Yeah.
on whatever the board that does toys for Bakugan. That's what I think it's on. I think he like pulled some strings to get that Bakugan thing on that
What?
Treehouse string.
I think it's just so,
Oh,
so weird.
nice.
He went from the CEO of Nintendo to doing all this random stuff. It's so
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
He's
And
probably
he's
overwhelmed with
retired.
so much.
He was
And
doing
he's
random stuff
retired.
before that.
Retired, yeah, right. Let's put some quotes
Yeah.
on that. 'Cause
Yeah, never really
he's probably
retired.
working more now.
Hey, you can be
What's interesting
still
though is
being
about
overseer
him.
on a game.
What's cool about him being with GameStop is I noticed that their online part of GameStop has been really awesome lately. Like they offer a lot of stuff. Whereas before, when I tried to shop on there was stuff, but it wasn't like nothing good, you know, to me, in my opinion. But like now there's like different deals, sales on shirts, sales on hats, games,
All the time.
all
Yeah.
the time. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
exactly.
noticed
It's-
Try in.
I'm getting emails
And not
from
only
friggin'
that,
every
their
day.
digital copy sells too.
Real quick,
it's like I feel like I just want to dump my whole wallet out right there on GameStop and be like, boom, give me all that stuff.
real quick. When's the last time that you shopped at GameStop? Me, it was like 2 years ago.
Like 2 days ago.
2 days.
I hate
Wow.
GameStop
Yeah.
all the time.
I was
when
just,
they're open.
I was just there
Um,
yesterday.
A few hours
Yesterday.
ago.
Really?
I just bought this.
Yeah, a couple days ago for me.
I got this today at GameStop.
I'm
I
going
will.
with that. All right.
Yeah, man. No, GameStop does like 5 for 20 sales on like their older stuff, and I collect games, so I'll hop in there just randomly and get some, you know, really good deals on their clearance stuff. Pretty
Their
frequently.
hats are cool
I
too.
think
They're
I
really
bought
cheap.
the last I bought was Pokemon Moon for the 2DS for the 3DS. So it's been a minute for me.
That's interesting.
All right, so everybody's all good for today, Mr. Switch. Everybody's all good.
Yeah, man, we're all good. And I'll get ready for next week. Just keep in touch on the chat box or the chat group, Gamers Round Table, or what do we call it? Round Table, and then VIP when we use it.
Wonderful
I'm good
endorsement.
Wait, CHICHUKI,
what do we call it?
CHICHUKI, would you like to do it for us?
What, to leave?
No. Give us the endorsement.
Please, I've already have, you know.
you have. No. Overall, I'm gonna just end this out by saying thank you everyone for joining us tonight. SwitchBit, CHICHUKI, Joseph. Joseph, you go by Krakan Skullz, Retro
Yes.
Stylz, One Up. It's a pleasure to always have you guys on here. So
Oh,
again,
I appreciated you having me on here.
glad to have you, dude. Retro definitely, told me about you. Hey, let's have him on and something to help out. And Krakan Skullz is in the description, so you can check him out. You can follow him and subscribe to him, as well as everyone else is in the chat too.
It's a
Again,
cool name.
SwitchBIT, and yeah, sounds fierce.
Yeah.
So, other than that, guys, we'll chit chat later on, and I guess that'll be it for tonight.
All right, man.
All right.
You guys have a good night.
Adios.
All right,
I'll
then.
see you guys next time.
All you guys have
Alright,
a
see you
wonderful
next-
weekend. Have a good day, guys. Peace.
Bye. Have a great weekend.
Take care, guys.
Latest.
See you guys.